Welcome back, everyone, to another daily recap video. This is Joe, the 50-something Dasher, and did some gig work today on a Saturday. Sorry about the light behind me. I normally move that into the hallway, but I just too lazy to move it today. So I figured, screw it. We'll have the glow in the background behind me, but oh well. Um, got woke up a little bit late today by my standards. Like after I didn't wake up till like 7 o'clock, and I saw a shipped order right off the bat. In fact, I don't think I even logged in to DoorDash or Uber yet. I seen this and it looked pretty decent. $9.80 without the tip, and mileage didn't look too bad. 14 items. Let's go ahead and do it. This was only my fourth ever shipped order. I just I've talked about it before. I don't like to take two chances too often on this. The thing I don't like about shipped is you don't know what the payouts are going to be, and I'm pretty sure that all previous three orders that I've done with them has been zero tip. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I just took a screenshot of the one item that I thought might be kind of tricky is that bottom item, the icing rider black decorating tube. Um, I don't have all the sections for the store memorized. I couldn't remember exactly where L was in the store. That was housewares. So once I kind of like started walking away from grocery, I saw the L aisles right away and went straight to this aisle. Looked at that shelf location 1641, found it right away. So um I tell you what, it's really nice on these shopping orders having the exact shelf locations and exact positions. Um, so I I got the offer at 729. Um, I go to checkout and I don't know. I just thought I'd take a screenshot of this for whatever it's worth. So prepaid checkout has a new and improved look. Oh, okay. More efficient prepaid. So something maybe was different about it. I don't know. But I hadn't done one of these in a while. I wasn't exactly sure what to do. I went up to a self checkout, and like I said, I wasn't sure what to do, so I left where I was standing to go to a um, the self checkout cashier, and I said I got a shipped prepaid, and she's like normally this lady in the past has been really nice and helpful to me, but today she was just like, oh, you need to go to one of these registers. Well, thanks a lot. So I back up away from her, and some other customer takes the register that I was just at. So all six registers. So I have to back all the way up out of the self checkout area and then wait for that guy that bumped me. Now I'm back on the register. Long story short, all it was like I don't think there was anything different about it from the last time I did one of these. I followed the steps in the app. I scanned a barcode, and then in that short amount of time, a new uh, self checkout cashier came up to relieve the other one. And after I scan the barcode, she comes up, takes a look at my basket. Okay, the order looks good, and that was it. And then I just bagged everything and went on my way. It was a prepaid order. Um, I took this screenshot just for the timestamp to when I was coming back into zone or whatever. So this took, you might as well say 45 minutes. For $9. What was it again? $9.80. So not very good, but there's still time to. And I checked right before starting this video. No tip on it so far. And I forget how long shipped customers have to leave a tip. I think it's like 2 or 3 days or something like that. I don't know why it can't just be like an hour, like with Uber. Why they have so long to like days to leave a tip. I mean, by that time they'll forget about the order. So I don't know. It's just it overall it just seems like really shitty. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So I get this giant eagle, and I'm not even close to. I guess that previous screenshot I must have been at the customer. So because you see on this next screenshot, I'm on my way back. I'm still not even close to zone yet, and I get this 11:25 10-mile giant eagle. Only 6 items. The customer is real close to the giant eagle you see on the map, so I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and take this one. So that's at 8:20, and here you see the list. I've got 3 containers of iced coffee, some eggs, a 32 pack of water, and a bag of stir fry vegetables. Pretty easy, didn't take me that long. I need to remember to keep leaving these initial screens up so we can, watch the times here. So 8:20, so 13 minutes later, I'm in the store shopping. Uh, Deliver that at 8:52. So pretty good. 32 minutes. There you see $1 customer tip. I had the 3 iced coffees and 32 bottles of water that I'm lugging out of the trunk up to their front door, and they leave $1 tip. Thank you very much. I don't know how many times I've talked about this before in videos, but I've been tempted to do this, but I've never done this yet. But I should have, like, for situations like this, I would like to have little envelopes in my car, like already made out, and like have an envelope that has $1 cash inside of it, and then like on the front of the envelope, because I would have had enough time to do this. So I drop the order off, come back to my car, close it out, and see that it's just $1 tip. Then if I already had this prepared sitting in my car somewhere, an envelope with $1 in it that said on the front of it, here, just keep your dollar, I don't want it. And just, if that's, and well, maybe even say something like, if this is all you're going to tip, just keep it, I don't want your dollar. And then, but that's what I'm tempted to do in situations like this. And for any times I get a tip that's under $1, if you're going to do something like this, just don't even tip at all. I'm more content with a 0 tip than I am like $1 or under. A 0 tip is better than like $1 or under $1. It's a middle finger as far as I'm concerned. But like I said, that's what I'm always tempted to do, but it's just you just never know. Pulling stunts like that, the customers could I don't know, report that, take a picture of it, send it into DoorDash, I could get deactivated for that, maybe. I don't know. So it's best just, okay, thank you very much for the dollar, have a nice day, and be on my way and just not mess with it, I guess. I went ahead and took this, and I think all of my Uber orders, at least today, maybe all of them yesterday, I've been noticing most all of them are all exclusive to me, the offers. And I don't know, maybe I've done enough orders here recently to earn the right to get exclusive orders, or I don't know. I don't know how. I fully don't know how Uber works with this, and I kind of wish they had a timer like DoorDash does, so you could see how much time you have. But yeah, I went ahead and took the. I know it's kind of high mileage, 19 miles. Yeah, but I only have to shop for six things and $27. So delivering to Galloway, that's fine with me. I'll go out to Galloway. Um, so this is at 8:58. So here is part of the list here. Um, just general stuff, nothing out of the ordinary. So you see some pizza rolls, dish soap, paper towels, Dr. Pepper. I can't remember what the other two things were right offhand. Okay, and then so that screenshot was at 9:12, and then so then I get this add-on at 9:30 for actually I shopped the I done the shopping order. I left. I was on the way to the customer, and I get this offer for an additional 1763, adding adding 14 miles for Amy's Donuts. And this was going out to taking me out to London. But to be honest, I mean, this was just a pickup order, so I'm just picking up something. So you put these two orders together, and this is going to be like $45, something like that. And I figured, yeah, this is higher mileage, but if I can have all this done like under 2 hours, which I should, I mean, this is going to be worth it. So I went ahead and accepted this. I was probably about a mile away from the exit that I was going to get off anyway for the original customer, but now I'm getting off the exit and I'm turning the opposite direction to go to Amy's. I go pick that up, no problems. The order was ready. And then, so at this is the drop off time for the first order. So 9:49. So after I picked up the Amy's, then just what? Well, actually, just not even 20 minutes after getting that Amy's offer, I got to Amy's, picked up that order, headed towards the first customer, and had that dropped off at 9:49. So now I'm on my way to the Amy's customer, and I took this screenshot here. This is when you see here, I'm just a mile and a half away from I'm in London. I'm on the customer street. And I took this screenshot because this is the first ever Uber order that I've done where requiring the PIN. I've heard about this before. Other gig tubers have talked about the PIN system with Uber. And today was my very first time with an order like this. So it was pretty easy. I got to the customer's house, got up to the door, she came out, gave me the 4-digit PIN. I typed it in, closed out the order, boom, done. It's pretty easy. Um, so, and then I dropped that off. Of course, my DoorDash had gone like over the 35 minutes on my pause. Obviously these two orders took well over 35 minutes. So my DoorDash dash ended, and I took this screenshot when I was just about back to Meyer. So you figure 8:58 the initial offer came in, and I was just getting back. I was almost to Meyer at 10:27. So this was, you might as well say, an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I made like $45, whatever it was. Actually, I can add it up. Whoops, lost my mouse here. So the 2707, I did get that amount. The Amy's Donuts customer tipped an additional tip, so that ended up being 1854 instead of the 1763. And then 2707, 4561 is what I made on those in just an hour and a half. So pretty awesome. Um, this was a decline, $6, 5 miles, just not really worth. I just made like $45 off a stacked order. Why do I want to mess around with a $6 order? So that was a decline. I went ahead and took this. Here's a much better one because this is only a mile. 581. I think I was sitting in the Meyer parking lot. Just had to go across the street to Starbucks. Order was ready. This delivered 2 traffic lights down. I need to take some more Dayquil here for this cough. Next offer comes in at just 12 minutes. I had this thing done start to finish in like 10 minutes. And then at 10:45, I went ahead and took this. I'm basically in an apartment complex across the street from Myers. So I basically just had to cross the street, shop 5 items, and then I got a 4-mile drive. 978. It is. It's not a very good order, but I went ahead and took it. And here you see the 5 items. And I got this order right here. This was the second time today I got bladder blocked twice in Meyer. I couldn't believe it. There's 3 restrooms. Okay, I usually always park at the grocery doors because most of my shopping in there is grocery. So I park there, and plus the GM doors don't open until around 9 a.m. anyway. So I'm always used to parking at grocery. Well, at that entrance, there is a little known about restroom that's kind of hidden. I don't think all the customers know that it's even there. It's a unisex restroom. I didn't even know it was there until like just a couple months ago. Many times as I've been in that store, I never knew about that restroom. Okay, and once I found out about it, never had a problem using it. There'd never be hardly ever I'd see anybody using that restroom. Um, but just one person can go in there at a time. It's unisex. Um, the GM doors has full restrooms, and then in the back of the store there's full restrooms. Okay, so for this order, I go in the grocery door, and somebody goes into that restroom right before I get a chance to walk into it. And for this, like I said, the second time this morning, never had a problem. Never had a problem in the last 3 or 4 months or whatever until today, and I got bladder blocked twice. And fucking, they go in there, and okay, fine, you got it, congratulations. Then I had to walk across the store. I had to walk. I don't know what I'm bitching about. I had to walk across the store anyway. You see here the eyeliner, the hair bands. I had to go over there anyway, so I don't know why I'm griping. I'm just tired, and I guess it's been a long day, and tired and bad mood, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Again, exact shelf position helped out a lot with that eyeliner. Um, Man, on that stuff though, and you can't even hardly see it in the picture. Even it just looks like a pen mark in the picture, and the barcode super small. I couldn't scan it. I had to manually type in the UPC. I couldn't scan the barcode. um, and then of course took that picture to show the drop off. This was another order. I had two of them today where the customer gave me a pin, and this was the other one. So I had this done start to finish in just under a half hour. So 28 minutes, 978. It's not very good. Whoops, I left the customer name on there. Sorry about that. That was accidental, I promise. Uh Not messing around with this. 846, 9 miles upside down. Going. I don't even know where this area is. I'm not familiar with those two streets. Somewhere South Columbus, somewhere. I not messing with it. Uh, and another upside down. Not doing this one. 805 for 10 miles. Decline. Not this one. I'm just not shopping just simply because of the item count. I'm not going into Aldi's and shopping 16 items and getting paid less than $10. Now, if this would have been if this would have been 7 or 8 items, I would have done it. Or DoorDash would have done like Uber does and put like the number of items and then the total number of units. Okay. If I knew that this was 8 things to shop for, 16 items, I might have done this. But I have to assume that it's 16 different things. I'm pretty sure I've seen either, I can't remember, somebody commenting on my videos or other videos that you can click on this and see the item list. But look at the bottom of the screen here. I only got 22 seconds. I don't have enough time to, and plus I can't remember if I was stopped or driving for this. And if I was driving, I can't, I can't, I'm not able to look at the list for this. So decline. I went ahead and took this. Another kind of longer distance. 11 miles, but getting paid $16.75 to only shop 2 items. So yeah, this seemed like pretty easy to me, and let's go ahead and do it. And I didn't take a picture of or a screenshot of the items, but it was Flonase and a CVS brand nasal rinse bottle. And the only thing was that both of them were in the same aisle, and for whatever reason, they had the wrong aisle number for the Flonase. So, but no big deal. I still found it. But yeah, 6.75, $10 tip. It did seem kind of like a long drive, and I hate these like when you get on these like long country roads and the customer lives off of that. And so I got the customer coming up and like, like a less than a quarter of a mile, and I got two maniacs like riding my tail. And I can't stand that. I wish, I didn't have the people like on my tail as I'm trying to slow down, and cause I don't know exactly which driveway that I'm going to be pulling into, but uh, I found it okay. So this was a half hour flat, half hour made close to $17. Pretty good. And then I get this one. I my wife kind of messed me up today. She was now this would have been about a half hour before this offer. She was on her way to work and passing a new like Greek food truck that's like in front of one of the businesses that she passes on her way to work, and she mentioned something about it, and then that did me in for the day. And then now I wanted Greek food for lunch, you know. So thanks to my wife for that one. um, but I told her I said I'm not gonna get anything, and I gotta make a $130, or I'm not gonna mess with it. And she said, "Why? Well, you're going to spend $30 on yourself for lunch?" And I said, "No, but I figured, maybe like close to 20, and then $10 I wanted to make up for yesterday because I was about like $7 short of goal." And she's like, "Oh, that makes sense." And it was kind of hard to track because I was doing Uber and DoorDash. Plus, I had this shipped where you have no idea if you're getting a tip or not. So I just wanted like a 130 estimated. Um, and so I went ahead and took this. I mean, this looks pretty good right here to me. I mean, two orders, only 17 items, 14 miles, over $33. So heck yeah. And the like I said, the mileage isn't too bad. I should be able to do this in about an hour, maybe even less. So let's see what happens here. So I head to the store. I guess I don't have any other. Why didn't I take screenshots of this? I don't know. 12:59 delivered the second one. So 1 hour, 2 minutes. Boom. $33 in an hour. Pretty good. $12 base, $10 and $11 on the tips. I do remember one thing about one of the two orders. I mean, for the most part, pretty easy. Customer A had like 7 items. They had like 3 things from the produce department and like a 24 pack of Coke Zero. Customer B had mostly cleaning supplies, and they had a very specific like Tide detergent, and there was the what they requested and like 3 choices for substitutes, and I must have scanned like 12 different bottles of Tide detergent trying to see if it would match any one of these. I could not get anything to scan. You got the different scents, you got the different load sizes, and then what she wanted was like something. It started with an H, like H and L compliant or HT safe laundry detergent, HR, H something. I have no idea what this was. H something Tide detergent, whatever. You know, unbelievable. Well, why can't we just have the different brands? Why can't we just have Tide detergent? And why? And then and back in the day, my mom used to use Cheer, uh, Ultra. I think is one of them. Downy. I don't know what the difference is. Why can't we just have one and not all these different scents and features and this and that and blah blah blah? I don't know. Long story short, the customer says, and even when the customer responds, it still becomes tricky. Customer responds back, any kind of Tide is okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so I click add a substitution. I scan a Tide that looked, similar to the original request and added the substitution. Okay, boom, done. Then I get like 2 or 3 more messages from the customer that saw my shelf picture that I set. Oh no, actually, could you get the one with Downy in it? And then another message, please. And then so after I shopped another item, then I put the detergent back, and then I got the one with Downy, and then change substitution, and I must have spent like 5 or 10 minutes getting one container of stupid Tide laundry detergent. Just unbelievable. So it had not been for that one thing, this would have been under 50 minutes. Maybe even 45 minutes flat. Boom, for $33. But because of that stupid detergent, not doing this, $7, you might as well say 11 miles going to South Columbus. Nope. Again, exclusive. 2 minutes later, and I had calculated, I was pretty sure I was at goal. And I was looking, I was going to park somewhere that I could, get online and on my phone and place my order at the Greek restaurant. But then this came across. I was right across the street from the Taco Bell. I was like, yeah, let's go ahead. Screw it. Let's do a quick little $5 2 mile Taco Bell. This will be like the little cherry on top of my earnings today. I really didn't want to go back to West Columbus and go in that direction, that Climb Road area, but 2 miles over that way, 2 miles back. I'm fine with it. So I took this order, and next screenshot, there it is, 10-minute drop. This was all this was just a 10-minute complete total utter waste of 10 minutes of my life, just down the toilet. I wouldn't have thought that it after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I would have thought lunch would have died down. But their drive-through was packed. There was like 3 or 4 other customers inside the lobby, and staff member, at least the staff member that was doing the drive-through and the drinks, he didn't seem to care like about the timing of these orders at all. He was just taking his like sweet old time. That the other people seemed to be moving fast. But yeah, this was 10-minute drop, waste of time. Um, so here's my dash summary for the logged off of the second dash. 3 deliveries, $50. I don't think I mentioned in the last couple of videos. I am going forward. I started this week, but I am no longer keeping track of my times. Like when it was mainly just DoorDash that I did, I kept track of my active hours and total dash time, and then I decided I'm not doing that anymore and worrying about my um, how much money I'm making per hour. As you see in these videos, I'm looking at that type of thing more on an order by order examination of that. But it's just with the fact that I have 5 different apps and to try to keep track of how long exactly I was active among all the different apps. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Um, I have the goal of the $100. I do this on my days off from the W-2. And to be honest, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference to me if it's a really busy day and I get that money fast, or if it takes me 4, 5, 6 hours to get it and it's really slow and I'm sitting here at home for an hour or two of that time waiting on orders. It doesn't matter to me, just as long as I do some orders. So DoorDash, these 3 deliveries with the one previous, so it ended up being 4 deliveries for 6166. Now at 3,473 lifetime deliveries on DoorDash. Shipped, I had the one delivery, $9.80. Still haven't seen a tip from that yet. 4 lifetime deliveries for shipped. Uber, I had the 4 deliveries today for 6120, and that was 132, or I'm sorry, 6120, and all total between all 3 of those so I made $132.66 today. So $2.66 over that $130 goal. And last screenshot, the subject of the video, you see here, I got this at 2:50. I saw this message like while I was during that 10 minutes while I was waiting on the Taco Bell order. I was looking at my tips or whatever and saw this message. Hey Joseph, received a report from a customer their order wasn't received. Fucking thieving customer. And as far as I'm aware, I want to say this is the first time I've had this on Uber. I've had this several times before on DoorDash. I've talked about it and the steps that I take on DoorDash to kind of prevent this kind of thing. I think this is the first one I've got on Uber. But the funny thing, a couple things that's interesting about this. Number one, this message, you scrolled all the way down, it does not say what order supposedly was not received. So I have no idea. So then I'm like, okay, well, which order did I not get a tip on? Okay, so I went back to today's orders and I got the tip for all 4 of those amounts that you saw on the offers. I received those amounts. In fact, one of them, the second one, the Amy's Donuts, I got more than that offer. So nobody, like yesterday, the old man took away like 40 or 50 cents of that tip, but he didn't take away the whole tip. Um, so you're saying at least in the last 2 days anyway, I've gotten all of my tips. So who would have said that they did not get their order but still leave me a tip? That doesn't make any sense. Um, so I don't know. Of course I had 2 orders today that where I used the pen. So obviously it couldn't have been either of those two. And the two, like I said, the two leave at the door, I receive those full amounts. So I don't know. I don't get it. But whatever. I mean, and like I said, in this message, it doesn't say anything about which order it was. It doesn't say how I like on DoorDash. There's a link or whatever for you to dispute it and provide your version of the story and everything. And there's nothing for this. So I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I plan on doing gig work in the morning. I'm not sure like for how many hours. And then after that, I want to help my wife with. We want to pack up all of our Christmas stuff and store it away get it out of the way, for next year. Um, and so I more than likely won't be posting a video tomorrow. Um, but anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks again.